I have tried to lose weight so many times in the past. I used to be a runner. I, at one time, completely cut out sugar, was doing low carb, and it worked, but it wasn't sustainable because once I got a knee injury and couldn't run anymore, I gained the weight back. When I cut out all sugar and went low carb, then the pandemic happened and I started stress eating all the junk food again, and then I gained the weight back. This time just feels different because I'm not restricting myself from anything. I'm adding good things, and it makes me want the not so good things just a little less. I have lost 25 pounds in 3 months. I have lowered my A1C. I have lowered my cholesterol. I have lowered my blood pressure. I have lowered my resting heart rate. This wellness journey that I'm on has been so amazing. And I talked about it a little bit on my channel. And I know I've shared, that I'm eating better, but I wanted to do a video to show you exactly what I eat. Right now, I'm about to sit down and have breakfast. And I was like, you know what? Hit record and share what you eat. Like, how are you eating better? What are you doing exactly that's causing you to lose weight without doing anything extreme or strenuous or exhausting? In this video, I want to share what I typically eat for breakfast. So I'm starting with, I have two full eggs and three egg whites and a piece of multigrain toast. Inside the eggs, when I scramble my eggs, I also add kale and a little bit of cottage cheese because I prioritize protein and fiber. So I try to consume at least 85 grams of protein per day. Sometimes I get up to maybe 100, depending on what I typically eat for lunch or dinner. Um, but I try to find creative ways to add extra protein to my diet because from what I read and what I understand is when you lose weight, you want to make sure that you're not losing muscle mass. I just want to maintain my muscle. I don't want to lose any muscle mass. So that's why I strive to consume between 85 and 100 grams of protein every day. Um, and I'm not low carb, so I do eat bread. I do eat bread. This is a whole grain bread, again, for the extra fiber. I'm always about my fiber. And another thing I do after I finish my eggs and my toast is I eat Greek yogurt. And this Greek yogurt has 33 grams of protein. I'm all about the protein, all about the protein, whatever I can do to increase my protein. Oh, before I add my yogurt, forgot this important thing. This, I add a tablespoon of natural organic psyllium husk, and this gives me extra fiber. If I don't eat enough fiber, I get backed up, child. So fiber is probably TMI. But fiber keeps the traffic moving. They say we should consume at least 25 to 30 grams of fiber every day. I probably get on the lower end of 25. So that's why I have to add things like this to my meals to make sure I'm getting in extra fiber. Psyllium husk, I prefer psyllium husk over chia seeds. I know chia seeds is like all the rage. I prefer psyllium husk over chia seeds because it has the soluble and the insoluble fiber. The soluble fiber, from what I understand, it creates the bulk, and then the insoluble fiber, it draws the water into your colon and it loosens it up and helps it to move easily. When you consume more fiber, you also have to consume a lot of water, a lot of water. I drink between 2 to 3 liters of water per day. This is the water that I buy. It's a company called Sprinkle here in Bangkok, Thailand. But this is the water I buy. And this is, I want to say 1,500 milliliters, this whole bottle. Anyway, in order to get in 2.5 liters a day, I need to drink at least 1.5 of these. Sometimes I'll drink 2 of these a day. So I pour this into my favorite tumbler, which I'm going to do right now because I'm thirsty. And I pour some of this into my tumbler, and then I add something to my water because drinking 2 to 3 liters of water every day, that can get a little boring. I need a little flavor. And I drink a little bit so it don't spill out when I tilt it over. But yeah, I add a little flavor to my water. And I'm all about doing things easy and double duty. So when you're losing weight, your body automatically reduces the fluid in your body, reduces the inflammation in your body, which, oh my God, I'm so grateful for. That's another benefit of weight loss. I'm noticing the inflammation going down in my body. But one of the downsides of reducing the inflammation in your body, because your body is getting rid of excess fluid, as your kidneys release the excess fluid, it also releases a lot of minerals that we need called electrolytes, like potassium, sodium, and magnesium. So one of the things I add to my water, which also replaces the electrolytes, is one of these supplement packs called, the brand is called Ultima. But this is a lemon flavor. So I like adding this to my water. The instructions say add a pack to, I think, like 16 ounces of water. I use way more water. This bottle, when it's full, is about 26 ounces. So I dilute it a little more than the instructions say, but it adds flavor to the water and it gives me the electrolytes that I need. So add a little bit of that to my water. I only add one of these to one bottle of water a day. I don't add it to every bottle. So I drink about 3 of my bottles per day. I add the electrolytes to the morning bottle, and the other 2 throughout the day is just plain water. But yeah, I just take one electrolyte packet a day, and I try to make sure that I'm eating balanced meals to get the rest of my electrolytes through food. So, like, for example, the kale that I add to my eggs is high in magnesium. But whenever I eat avocado, sometimes I'll add avocado to my eggs. I don't have any avocado today, so that's why you ain't see it on the plate. Mm, so good. Um, but I don't have any avocado today. But avocado is high in potassium. And for the sodium, I just use pink Himalayan salt with anything that I'm cooking. Just a pinch, just a pinch. I don't consume a lot of salt, but salt, our food industry makes us think salt is bad. Salt is only bad when you're consuming too much of it. This is the psyllium husk. I put about a tablespoon in my yogurt. When you're consuming too much of it through ultra processed foods. But I try not to consume too many ultra processed foods. If any at all. Most of my foods are whole foods, but I won't say I don't ever consume ultra processed food, but yeah, that'll be a lie. But but salt is not bad. We need salt. Our muscles need sodium to function. Oh, one other thing I forgot to tell you, I add to my yogurt. Yeah, I probably, this container here, I can probably finish this in maybe 2 days. I eat a lot of yogurt. Um, Let me mix up this psyllium husk. Yeah, when you eat psyllium, you have to drink a lot of water because you will get constipated if you don't. So psyllium is good for preventing constipation, but without enough water, it can cause constipation, and we don't want that. But yeah. So that's my protein and my fiber. And another source of fiber that I consume every day with my breakfast is my blueberries. So I add blueberries to my yogurt. My blueberries to my yogurt. This is my favorite. Well, my second favorite fruit. Watermelon is my first. I love watermelon. I can eat watermelon all day, every day. But so that's how we're looking. The Greek yogurt with the psyllium husk mixed in, and my blueberries on the top. So yeah. So I start my day. Mm, yeah, that's good. That's good. But let me eat my eggs first before they get cold. But I start my day with 2 scrambled eggs, 3 egg whites, um, kale, and cottage cheese. And piece of toast. If I had avocado, there would be avocado spread on this toast. But again, I'm out of avocado. I need to make a grocery list to order delivery. Oh, and I scramble my eggs in extra virgin olive oil. The extra virgin olive oil is good in omega-3 fats. And from what I understand from the doctors, it's high in something called polyphenols. And it does something to reduce the inflammation in your body. But yeah, this is how I've been eating. This is my breakfast, the eggs and the toast, and then my yogurt with the blueberries and my water. This usually keeps me satisfied for about, I want to say 3 to 4 hours, depending on my workout. I used to fast in the morning. When I first started, I was fasting in the morning and I would work out fasted. I don't do that anymore because one day I went to the park. I like walking in the park, assuming. And I don't know if it was the Bangkok heat or if it was because I was fasting, but I just know at the end of my walk, child, I didn't feel well. I was hot, like I was overheated. I have to do another separate video to talk about the Bangkok heat and how to survive the Bangkok heat when you are also in menopause. Child. But I don't know if it was the heat or because I was fasting or a combination of the two. But ever since then, child, I stopped fasting. I stopped fasting. I mean, I still fast like the overnight fast. So because my last meal of the day is about 6 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock, 7 at the latest, because I try not to drink past 7. Because if I'm drinking water past 7 o'clock, girl, I'm not getting any sleep. I'm gonna be up running to the bathroom all night. So I try to cut off the fluid at 7, so I have to cut off the meals at 7 too. But because I stopped eating at 7, and then my first meal of the day is usually around 9, 8 or 9, because I don't eat as soon as I wake up in the morning. Not hungry as soon as I wake up. So I guess you could say I still kind of fast. What, 12 hours? No, 14 hours a day, simply because the overnight fast. But the intentional fasting, I don't do that anymore. And after my breakfast, then I work out. I walk anywhere between 3 and 4 miles per day. If it's too hot out, I'll just go to the gym and walk on the treadmill. I don't particularly care for the treadmill, but I'll do it just to get in some movement while it's hot here in Bangkok. It's a lot cooler than it was because it's rainy season now. So the rain has cooled things off quite a bit. But I try to walk 3 to 4 miles at least 5 days a week, if not every day, at least 5 days a week. And I've started lifting weights, very light weights, like 5 pound dumbbells. That's it. I'm not doing anything too heavy, too strenuous. And even with the weightlifting, I'm not consistent. I ain't gonna lie. But I am consistent with the walking, though. I am consistent with the walking. So between prioritizing protein and fiber and walking 3 to 4 miles 5 days a week, I've lost 25 pounds in 3 months. It's wild to me. I know reducing stress and regulating my nervous system plays a big part of being able to choose to eat healthy, want to eat healthy, and being consistent. What I'm learning about myself and my habits on my wellness journey is similar to my habits with my personal finances. I like boring. I like doing what's simple and easy. I don't try to do any hacks, follow any trends. I don't try to do anything fast and quick and take shortcuts with my finances. And what I'm finding on my wellness journey is when I don't try to do any hacks and tricks and take shortcuts and just do things the boring, simple, easy way, like by eating pretty much the same thing every single day, finding what I like and doing the same thing over and over. It works for me. I don't need to go to yoga on Monday and Pilates on Tuesday and boxing on Wednesday and lift weights on Thursday and do all the things. I just walk. I eat what I like. Find swaps that are healthier, like extra virgin olive oil instead of vegetable oil. Even though vegetable oil is cheaper, I prefer the extra virgin olive oil because it's healthier. So I find swaps, but I eat what I like and I keep it simple. So I just wanted to share my journey with you, my latest progress, and what I've been doing to get the results that I have. I've been watching some of my old videos on YouTube, looking at the shorts in particular. I only have a few shorts on my channel, but in the shorts, my face is very close up on the screen. And my face was so round and so puffy. And now my face just looks like it's forming into an actual frame. And I love it for me. It's funny how my body is changing. But the wellness goals that I had, I've met. The weight was never a goal of mine, but now that it's coming off and I've met my other goals, it's caught my attention. I don't really have a weight goal per se, but I'll be interested to find where my body stops. But we'll see. But anyway, this is my latest health and wellness update. Until next time, friends. Bye for now.